Thank you, Chair. After 8 years, it's clear to me that the government contracting system in Canada is badly broken. We have officials here today responsible for the department that oversees government contracting. Now, with Arrive Scam, we have a situation in which a tiny company, GC Strategies, with no ability to do anything, can get hundreds of millions in contracts and then subcontract. The Auditor General found that the process was actually rigged in favor of this company, and we heard at the Government Operations Committee that this company broke the law by systematically altering resumes in order to get deals. The procurement ombudsman found further that the system was built to help insiders get contracts and to push those contractors to charge the government more. Frankly, these aren't just Arrive Scam issues. These are systematic issues. You're the department responsible for overseeing contracting. With this systematic incompetence, corruption, perhaps both, that we're seeing, what would you say to Canadians who look at your department and say, have you guys become totally useless, given that these things could happen and you're supposed to be watching and they happened anyways?
Mr. Chair, for the question, what I would say to Canadians is that the procurement system is very complex. It has become more complex over years from a number of drivers, international trade agreements, a number of rulings.
Sorry, I am going to press the point though. The question isn't whether or not it's complex. The question is whether your department is doing anything, whether your department is adding value. If you were able to allow this kind of corruption, incompetence, or both in the procurement process, if it just happened while you were there, was your department adding any value? Was it doing anything in the process?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. What I was about to say was, given this complexity, we have processes, procurement processes that are complex to try and deal with kind of rules, regulations, and whatnot. What we are doing and what our strong effort is to make procurement simpler, so it's more open to small, medium-sized enterprises across this country, particularly diverse suppliers across this country. By making it more simple, making it more accessible, we will get better value for Canadians.
Okay, that doesn't really answer the question, though. In fact, the procurement ombudsman's report shows that the system was built to preference insiders because you had to have pre-existing experience with the government of Canada in order to get those bids. So I'm not getting a clear answer to what your department does. Just maybe moving it up to the minister. What does Minister Duclos do as Minister of Procurement? Is he responsible for what happened here? Was he seeking briefings on GC strategies? What is he doing in his role or not doing?
Thank you for the question, Mr. Chair. Typically, our procurement authority kind of is delegated from the minister down to departmental officials, and the vast majority of our procurement activity is authorized, managed, and overseen by departmental officials. There would be a handful of individual procurements that would invoke the authorities of the minister for actual approval, and there would be a number.
Okay, so sorry, when was he first briefed on GC strategies then?
Thank you for the question. I would have to take under advisement what briefings and the timing for Minister Duclos.
You will undertake to provide an answer in writing to this committee within 7 days, correct?
I will undertake to provide a response. I'm not sure that I can meet 7 days.
It's typically 14 before we start.
Okay,
before we send reminders, but yes.
14 days. You'll provide that information?
Yes.
When Minister Duclos was briefed about ArriveCan, about GC strategies, as well as previous ministers. Will you also undertake to give the committee a complete list of all pre-qualified contractors within the same timeline?
Thank you for the question. You mean on which contract?
All pre-qualified contractors, people that have the GC strategies process available to them.
So all the supply, who's pre-qualified on the supply arrangements?
You must have a list.
Okay.
Thank you. Within 14 days.
Briefly, Mr.
Thank you. These aren't just ArriveCan issues. These are systematic issues. Why did your department allow this to happen? And again, what value are you providing in the process?
If you can just provide a brief answer, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm not sure why our department allows what to happen.
We'll come back. No, Mr.
Okay.
Genuis, you started your question at the time, and I allowed you to finish it.
Thank you.